Some interesting tech decisions overall going on. Pretty much every tech. But yeah, some random inactive probes here and there. About 20 seconds at this point. So we're going to have a warning soon. Both players are going to be switching up. So we're going to see Reach playing for the Protoss. And we're going to have Great playing for the Terrans here. In 3, 2, 1, go. That's a quick timer. Do seconds actually go by that fast? What do I know? Maybe they do. Yeah. Great's like, dude, let me play. Come on, let me play. While Reach gonna be sitting down there playing his race. Reach doesn't actually have to do anything too funky. But yeah, most of these players into this all just started late. I believe some of them were chosen, but most of them were voted. I'm not actually sure if most of them, but a lot of them, some players were voted. And I'm not quite sure how everything went by, but I read upon it, and now it's just gone from my head because there's so funky stuff going on. Science facility alongside a starport coming up, and there were actually 5 tanks there for the Terrans just sitting there waiting. So every tech for both players pretty much is just building up a massive army, not to really do much harassment at all. Both players just sitting inside the bases, building up. Second army coming down alongside. And starport moved out a little bit, putting on control tower. Now at the 9 o'clock base, there is a base that's been put down by the Protoss, though, so they're already expanded again, putting in a lot of gateways, also adding in a force. So some upgrades are going to be coming up a little bit late, but the upgrades are going to be coming up. And the CV scouts not being sent out by the Terrans to see what they can spot going down the middle. Also observers, alongside a bunch of goons actually booting down the middle. Now we're going to see a shot of Savior with that. Didn't notice, but he has hippie-like hair right now, almost. Along with that weird necklace that he has in his neck. Okay. Dragoons, what is that? 6 to 8, 2x2 cover formation. Moving down to the bottom right hand. Actually, a few of them there at this 9 o'clock base, preventing the SCV scout. Got the scout. The scout got through, but didn't actually manage to do much but get a scout. Also canning it up at that location. That's one of the reasons the forge is there. More factories coming up. 2 factories with machine shops, getting the full-on upgrade. So I'm just finishing up, getting some speed and all that. Arbor Tribune already up, so we're going to see some Arbors definitely on the way now. We're going to see a massive Dragoon army with Arbor support and Observer support on the ground. Meanwhile, now finally the Terrans actually expanding the lower left-hand position. I think I'm not quite sure, but they might be expanding at the 3 o'clock as well. These 2 extra factories adding in machine shops, so just every factory had a machine shop. Everybody's still coming out now. The Dragoons still just moving around. A lot of tanks, not much else for the Terran players. We'll just try and expand those left head. If that gets spotted, it's going to be in a lot of trouble. Most likely going to get taken in and taken out. But if that doesn't get spotted, might actually give them a little bit of an advantage. Might allow them to control the map better later on. But no, never mind. Dragoons moving to the location. Dragoons are going to be able to take this out. The command center is going to get canceled while SCV dies. Reach with his epic psychic skills, or just his teammates telling him to do it. Go to the lower left hand. SCV dies just before canceling. Shortly after canceling the command center. Meanwhile, he's going to be thinking of expanding it again. Weapons 1 on his ground units. I think it puts definitely behind in upgrades. That might give an advantage. So he's putting turrets all over the place, of course, with those Arbors in place. Definitely going to want to do that. And also going to, just to prevent any sort of funky play. Vulture in the 12 position. We're going to see what actually decides to do something there. There's that island map. Those island base at the 12 and 6 o'clock position. Now a dropship, and I'm not quite sure if that got spotted or not. So it might actually be in the island at the 12 o'clock position. Might actually be taken very soon by the Terran players. Reach meanwhile just spotting what's going on. Vulture's actually trying to get through that one Zealot, trying to take out the Zealot. I'm not quite sure if they can actually get through this pylons or not. Vulture's actually going to be forced back now by the Dragoons. Not planning really any mines at all. Meanwhile, Nex is being put down the upper right-hand position. So the Protoss players right now just heavily expanding, reaching, putting on bases all over the place, while Great just trying to hold back, trying to do a little bit of harassment with his Vulture play. Not being overly too successful, apparently. Mines not being put down finally everywhere, or in some place just outside of his base to try to slow down this assault of these Dragoons. There, of course, are observers in place, so it's not going to be overall too good. A lot of tanks over at the high ground as well as the low ground, so any assault that comes in is going to be running headfirst into the mines. I'm not really seeing many Zealots at all, so that's not going to be an handy. Less than 20 seconds at this point now left until exchange of players. There's the warning. Whoa. Change players now, or we shall ban you from soccer forever. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's see the guys get off their seats and hurry up. Reach, hurry up before you get banned. C gonna switch over. Meanwhile, Freeze already back in his Terran seat. No battles really at all happened yet. Reach ran there away for a second. C gonna be in control of a massive army of a lot of Zealots now. Got lots of Zealots on the field, a lot of Dragoons and Observers and Arbiters. Not much else, no High Templar to augment, but still pretty good. Island map at the 6 o'clock position going to be taken. Terran's behind economically, definitely. Been mining far too few bases. Going to take out that little mineral field and then take the base. And the Arbiter spots that single position. He's going to be able to recall right on top of it and just take it all out. So if he does to do that, might be because he won't even have to do a big recall, just a small recall. Control group of Dragoons and Zealots should actually do it. Because I'm not quite sure if he's going to have defenses up in time, especially if he does it quickly enough. But still a massive army of Protoss army just running around the field. So the way things look now, the challenge team actually way ahead economically and way ahead in army count. While the Terran's kind of trolling up still on 3 bases, sending out vultures to the upper right-hand to harass. Going to be one probe that's not even going to get taken out. But this is Dragoon alongside a bunch of cannons and gateways being put down, so the vulture's not going to be able to accomplish too much. Meanwhile, yeah, this 6 o'clock base, only 2 Zealots. And that's enough to threaten already. Just no, 4 Zealots, I'm sorry. And they're just going to take all those cannons out, all those turrets out, I'm sorry, and just put a lot of trouble. Meanwhile, Arbiter moving outside of the main of the Terrans. We're going to see a recall. Oh, nice recall. This is going to be, this is going to be horrible. Free just starts laughing. Oh, man. He has a Science Vessel in play, though, and the Arbiter apparently instantly goes down. See, meanwhile, trying to desperately control. Still has some, though. The Arbiter is still in play. Zealots and Dragoons are trying to take out, go for some of the supply, go for the production. Scans going off. The defensive base from one of the tanks. No more tanks really coming in for support. Really should try to support more of the tanks. The tank flapping out at this point for free. He's like, I have no idea what the heck I'm doing. I stopped playing good StarCraft ages ago. even Spence wastes some time chatting and is trying to send in some tanks to defend. Well, of course, playing against their own races. Protoss players who are defending against his own kind of tactics, while on the opposite side, C trying to take out what he would have to do. But finally, this attack, for the most part now, going down. Arbiter's still alive, but all the ground forces are going to go down. We'll see how long the Arbiter manages to stay in there before it finally gets taken care of. There's one single Zealot still attacking the supply depot, and no SCVs mining at the base at all. So Protoss is so heavily ahead, I'm not even sure if they're going to be allowed. I'm not even sure the Terrans are going to have a single shot at all. Science vessels in play, some tanks on the ground. Some of the SCVs finally being pulled back to do some mining, but the Arbiter's still all in all being annoying, sitting there, being annoying. More armies are being rebuilt, because you of course need that. No Goliaths in play really made that attack kind of fail. Last cell out there got taken out. You saw a little bit of a wince from C, but only there is that 3 o'clock base. 9 o'clock base. No, 3 o'clock base that was taken by the Terrans. Yet another Arbiter trying to go in. Nothing. No second recall. Turrets in play there, so they may have managed too much. Finally, Hot Templar in play for the Protoss player though, so there's going to be some more heavy damage done soon. A bunch of gateways the upper right hand, so there's going to be production coming in from 2 different locations that are just going to be will converge on the middle and just bam, just knock down the Terran defense. It's not really looking sturdy enough. There are turrets all over the place, but not enough tanks, not nearly enough large of a minefield. The 3 o'clock position has been taken, but finally some vultures sent in to take care of these vultures at that 6 o'clock island that he really wants to take out. These vultures, 2 vultures go down. I'm sorry, 2 zealots go down. All these vultures are going to go and try to take care of the rest of these zealots if they actually manage to kill them quick enough. Interestingly enough, no more arbiters being built. And apparently these zealots, all these zealots going to get cleaned up, so the commands are finally going to be able to come down and do what it needs to do. Vultures are finally going to put down some mines, and the change is going to come in now.